Live from Jack Casagrande Field on the campus of Brien McMahon High School, it is varsity football on the DAF Media Network. Tonight in the FCIAC, it's the Darien Blue Wave making the short trip north to face the Brien McMahon Senators. Hi, everybody. I'm Damian Andrews. So glad you could be with us on this DAF Media broadcast. Joining me tonight, the coach, Tom O'Donnell, is in the house. And, Coach, early season FCIAC between two border rivals, Darien and McMahon.
Friday Night Lights, FCIAC football. Beautiful evening. You got to love it.
Darien won the coin toss. They deferred to the second half. Darien in the white jerseys. Brien McMahon in the navy blue dark jerseys. McMahon will be moving from left to right, Darien from right to left. Here we go, second week of the high school football season is underway. And the kickoff muffed at about the 15-yard line, picked up, and McMahon returns it to about the 25-yard line. So the McMahon offense takes the field. We are underway here, first down and 10. And QB1 for McMahon, Patrick Coulter, one of the captains, the junior, 5'10", 170 pounds. Darien, of course, coming off the big Week 1 win over Ridgefield, 30-6. Brien McMahon in a defensive struggle against Wilton, lost their opener 9-0.
Look for a lot of motion and a lot of misdirection tonight from the Senators.
And here we go. First down, and they go to the ground. And a pickup of maybe a yard. That defensive front of Darien, so stout in recent years and holding true to form again this season.
Absolutely. I know this week the coaches were emphasizing 11 helmets to the football, and they got it done on that play.
McMahon, coached by Jeff Kuroga in his first season as the Senators head coach. Second down and 8. A passing play near side of the field. It is caught by Brian Ellers.
Yeah. Tyler Herger with a nice hit, nice closeout.
Brian Ellers with the catch, number 87. Third down and about 7 yards to go here.
McMahon is about a 70% run, 30% pass team, and they really would like to have less than 7 yards on third down.
3rd and 5 it is. Here's Ellers under center. They keep it on the ground, and big tackle that time by John Lochtefeld, the senior, up front. And that'll bring up 4th down for Brien McMahon. So the punt unit comes onto the field for the Senators as they will punt it away on their very first possession. So a good defensive effort, first series of the game for Darien.
Great job by the Wave there, right according to the game plan. Everybody stayed home, did their job. They're going to get the ball back early.
Sherrill back to punt, gets it off. And here's Herget around the 40, and he is tackled at around the 47, 48-yard line. And keep an eye on Tyler Herget, had a big Week 1 against Ridgefield. And so Darien's offense comes onto the field for the very first time. And, of course, Cooper Hancock. Actually, we've got a So we had a little mix-up here, Coach, on the field. Cooper Hancock, number 10, the Darien quarterback, threw for 275 yards a week ago against Ridgefield. His first start on the varsity at quarterback. And it seemed like he improved as the game wore on. Here's Hancock out of the shotgun, first down. Near side of the field, it is caught by Will Rolap. And Will Rolap takes it in to Senators territory.
Cooper is a cool cat and not one to make unforced errors. I expect to see a steady leadership hand from him tonight and a nice decision there on first down.
So it's 1st and 10. Pass over the middle, complete to Rolap, and he's brought down at the 30-yard line. Andrew Trujillo, one of the captains for Brien McMahon, in on the stop.
2nd and 1 for the delay.
So 2nd down and 1. It's Hancock out of the shotgun. Looks over.
And that's always a great choice. Is that Andrew Lucas?
And that is Andrew Lucas for the touchdown. So a quick strike for Darien. 8:48 left in the first quarter, and the Blue Wave on the scoreboard first. Hancock to Lucas for the touchdown.
And they've been doing that together for years, and it still looks good.
Will Kirby, the extra point is up, and it is good. So it's 7-0 Darien. They score on their very first drive of the game. 8:48 left in the first quarter.
Concessional in the south corner when the end zone is open with some game time treats.
Well, if you're Darien, that's the start you were hoping for.
And a beautiful night for FCIAC football.
See if McMahon can rally the troops and answer.
So Darien kicks off here. Kirby, strong leg, and it's fielded around the 5-yard line, put on the ground, picked back up, and a swarm of white jerseys on the tackle. Sean Miller on the return for Brien McMahon. So the ball will be spotted on the 4-yard line, and the Brien McMahon offense goes back to work. And they keep it on the ground, and not much doing there to about the 6-yard line.
Not a bad first play. A little ISO off the right side. Gives him a little bit of breathing room.
Sizo, the senior on the carry there for Brien McMahon. Seems like he's been in the Brien McMahon program for years. A senior now, 6 foot, 200 pounds, Sizo. Second and 6, the handoff. And a pickup of maybe 2 yards on the play. So it'll be 3rd down, 5 to go for Brien McMahon as they try to get something going here, Coach, on offense.
They haven't had much success going right at Darien, but using misdirection and too much razzle-dazzle down here can come back to haunt you. Let's see if they take a chance or they go right at him.
And Coulter is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A big play by that Darien defense. Nice look here, and a great tackle that time by who else? Connor Fay, right in the thick of things. Great work by our director and our instant replay operator, Ted Brennan, Jack Roberson. And it's 4th down, and
this
McMahon
is
punting out of its end zone.
If you're McMahon, you got to dig in here and get this ball out.
Leach Sherald back to punt for McMahon.
They don't need a halfway to the goal line penalty here, but they're going to get one.
Leach Sherald back to punt for the Senators.
So
he is deep.
He's normally supposed to be 12 yards, and he's not that now, Damien. And you talk about a quick kick, this is going to need to be one.
And he gets it away, and Darien is going to get great field position here. Herget takes it at the 30, the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. So Darien in the red zone once again as they try to capitalize now on their second offensive possession of the game in great field position, and that's what a stout defense can do for you.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if they try and get a quick strike right back into the end zone after the great stand down here on the goal line.
Timeout, McMahon.
So it's timeout, Brien McMahon. .6:12 remaining in the opening quarter. Timeout, Brien McMahon. We will take a quick timeout, and we will be back here on the DAF Media Network.
Let's see what the Darien Brain Trust came up with during that extra time to think it over.
Hancock, they keep it on the ground to Kirby, finds a hole, and he brings it down inside the 5-yard line. So Will Kirby with a big run there for Brien McMahon, or for Darien rather, the junior running back, 6'1", 193 pounds. And Darien knocking on the door again here. Their second offensive possession. As you see.
Let's see if they go into their Black Ops offense here with double tight end, double wing, and under center.
They've got it packed in here. And Hancock keeping it himself, but he is wrapped up.
That was definitely a broken play.
And he will be thrown for a loss. John Davila in on the tackle for Brien McMahon, the senior. A beautiful night here at Brien McMahon High School, Casa Grande Field, just tremendous facilities here. Second down and 6. They keep it on the ground, and we've got a big push here. No signal yet from the officials.
Close to the goal line. Set a good knee holds.
And it'll be marked at the 1-yard line. Thought that extra effort there, that second push, got him in, but they mark it at the 1. And that will bring up third down for the Blue Wave. Here's Hancock. Kirby in the backfield. They give it to him. He goes up and over. He breaks the plane, and that is a Darien touchdown. Will Kirby surging ahead.
No need for quarterback sneak when you've got weapons around him like that.
Reminded me of Herschel Walker back in his Georgia days. Goes up and over, propelling himself into the air, breaks the plane. As we take another look here. And Kirby will attempt the point after. It is up, and it is good. So 4:24 remaining in the first quarter. It is 14-0, Darien in front. We will take a quick break, and we will be back here on the DAF Media Network. We are back here on the DAF Media Network. As you take a look at the Darien huddle there as they break, they will kick it off after the touchdown by Kirby. So Lucas and Kirby, the two big backs for head coach Rob Trifone, seeing plenty of work here in the first half.
That is one heck of a 1-2 punch. Both guys are strong, powerful runners, and that'll wear a defense down over the course of an evening when the two of them are sharing the load.
And the kick is up and away, fielded at around the 12-yard line, across the 25, and brought down at around the 28-yard line. Michael McCary, the captain, with the return for Brien McMahon. So it's marked at the 29-yard line. First and 10, Brien McMahon.
I think with a little more room, we may see a little bit more motion and misdirection from McMahon now. Going right at Darien. Doesn't look like it's going to have a lot of success tonight.
Coulter. McMahon on the ground again, and not much cooking there. About 3 Darien tacklers in on the play, and that was Brian Ellers, the 5'11", 185 junior back for Brien McMahon. Also plays some linebacker. Eric Hernandez comes out onto the field for Brien McMahon with the play. And it's second and ball on the 27, second and 11. Brien McMahon, they go to the ground. Zoe with the carry, and he finds no daylight. So that Darien front, some nice push.
McMahon looks committed to running the ball tonight, and that's always a great strategy if you can do it. Keep the Darien offense off the field, but I think here on third down we're going to see a little play action pass.
That's certainly a passing situation here for Brien McMahon.
You know, the thing you always have to be aware of are screens and draws.
And a miscommunication on the snap, and they get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up fourth down. So McMahon will punt it away for the third time in the first quarter. And it'll be Herget and Michael Minikis back to receive for the Blue Wave. Khalid Sherrill, the punter for Brien McMahon. And he gets it away. And Minikis takes it at around midfield. Little stutter step, and about 4 McMahon tacklers bring him down. So Darien will take over at around the 48-yard line.
Good hang time from the McMahon putter to restrict Darien's ability to turn those skilled players loose on the return.
He's had plenty of work in this first quarter, and he's done a nice job. Had to punt from the back of his own end zone. And so the Darien offense back out onto the field. A beautiful night here at Casa Grande Field. Here's Hancock looking downfield, and he just overthrows TJ Cornacchia, the senior receiver, who had a big week 1 against Ridgefield. Cornacchia with a touchdown in that Ridgefield win, 30-6 at Stadium Field on the Darien campus.
Might add another one there with just a touch more air under that pass, so we could have run under it.
So it's 2nd down and 10 here for Darien. Ball at the 48. They give it to Lucas. He brings it across the 45-yard line, and then he is brought down by Shamar Miller, the junior, in on the tackle. Third down and 7 to go here for Darien. Hancock rolls to his right, going down the far side of the field, and that is incomplete, but we're going to have a flag on the play here. There was some contact there on that play. And it looks like it'll be a pass interference call. And that's exactly what it's going to be here. So they will spot the ball on the 30-yard line. And a big play there as it keeps the drive alive for Darien.
Momentum in the Waves' favor.
1st and 10, a minute. 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Hancock throws it out to the far side of the field, complete.
Those quick screens are a staple of the spread offense. The Wave are incorporating them a little bit more these days than they used to. A new twist for defenses around the league to have to handle.
And I believe that was Peter Bradel on the reception for Darien. Hancock, he'll keep it himself and picks up a few. He gets it to about the 20-yard line.
Stepped up, gain about 3 or 4. Third and 1. Blue wave.
I said Peter Bradel on that reception 2 plays ago. Actually, Tyler Herget on the far side of the field, thanks to our stats man, Ted Brennan, dropping some knowledge on us. Time running out here in the first quarter. And Darien will get off a play. They keep it on the ground and nothing doing there as they try to go up the middle. And that will do it for the first quarter. So touchdowns by Andrew Lucas and Will Kirby, and Darien has a 14-0 lead. There's head coach Rob Trifone, has done a terrific job with this Darien program. Blue Wave coming off 3 straight state championships.
Only been done one other time in the history of the state.
A three-peat. Well, Coach, first quarter's in the books. Your impressions early on here.
I'm a little bit surprised that Brien McMahon has decided to go right at Darien early in this game, though they've been a little bit hamstrung by field position, hasn't done them any favors, and taking risks deep in your own area is never a high percentage play. But given the general athleticism and speed advantage to Darien, I think McMahon's going to have to try a little misdirection.
So the second quarter underway. Kirby and Lucas in the backfield. They give it to Lucas, and that second effort gets him down to about the 16-yard line.
He may have been the ball carrier, but he was the aggressor.
He got hit once, and then he kept those legs churning. That's what you coach him up to do, right, Coach?
We certainly do. Did a lot of work on that at the freshman level, but Andrew was a good player when he got to us, and he's only gotten better under the tutelage of that excellent varsity coaching staff.
1st and 10 for Darien. They swing it out to Rollap, and he is brought down by Andrew Trujillo, the senior captain for Brien McMahon. Damian, Andrew, Tom O'Donnell joining you on the DAF Media Network. Thanks so much for joining us. Friday Night Football, our DAF Media production crew, Jack Roberson, Ted Brennan, Ben Olson, and Jackson Leone in the house. Hancock gives it to Lucas, and he rumbles to about the 6-yard line. Andrew Lucas having himself a first half here, the big fella. Great camera work there by Ben Olson. Third and 1 for Darien here. They give it to Lucas again, and I don't know if he got it. He was stacked up that time.
4 down territory for sure if they didn't.
And Thaddeus Burris, the big fella, 5'10", 305 pounds. That's who you want on your defensive line.
The immovable force won on that one.
And Coach Q, Jeff Caroga, and I spoke last night about Burris. He can squat 500 pounds, Thaddeus Burris. Here's Hancock, keeps it himself, and it's going to be close. It'll be interesting to see where they mark this.
First down, McMahon.
And Darien doesn't get it. It'll be a first down, Brien McMahon, as you see the officials making the call.
Great stand there by McMahon. That's the kind of thing that can give you a little momentum and get things turned around a little bit if they can put something together here.
Coach, that is a great point, and it certainly has to make the Senators feel good to get a stop, as Darien was looking to punch it in again, and they are denied by the Senators' defense.
Once again, however, they find themselves deep in their own territory, and that can restrict the playbook quite a bit. So we haven't seen any of their counters yet. The belly pass series to that tight end is probably coming at some point, but it might not be deep down here.
Coulter, and up the middle, and Michael McCary on the carry. And he gets up gingerly, but he wants to stay in the game.
All the great ones do.
Absolutely.
And he is certainly one of their best.
Yeah, Coach Q talked a lot about him as well. McCary, 5'11", 175 pounds, senior. Been with this program for a number of years. Ball is on the 10-yard line here. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 6, I should say. On the 10. And the handoff again. And McCary is wrapped up by, amongst others, Connor Fay. And this is why Connor Fay is such a class act. He tackles McCary and then offers his hand to help him up.
A young man who has aspirations for West Point, and they would do well for themselves by taking him.
Absolutely. Got to know him a little bit during the baseball season. Was on the Blue Wave baseball team last spring, and terrific kid. Troy Bardos comes into the game for Brien McMahon. Third and 6 for the Senators. And they pitch it out to Danye Shavers. He doesn't get much on that. So it'll be 4th down for Brien McMahon. The punting unit comes onto the field. And they're going to have to punt again here in this first half. Well, Coach Q talked about his defense last week against Wilton. It was a 9-0 game. Matter of fact, Wilton's touchdown came on the defensive side of the ball. And, of course, a field goal And it is blocked. And the ball will be downed at around the 26-yard line.
First and 10 for the Wave.
So the Darien offense back out onto the field in great field position. Ball marked at the 26-yard line. Hancock looking at his wristband to get the play. And here we go. He rolls to his left over the middle and incomplete. And Tyler Herget, the intended receiver.
One of the other new looks for the Blue Wave offense this year that's going to force defenses to make a little bit of adjustment is the presence of a legitimate and regular tight end in the formation, which they have played without for most of this great run the last 3 years.
Second down and 10 on the ground. It's Kirby. He gets it across the 20-yard line where he is met.
Gives to Kirby. Came on 6. Bring up 3rd and 3 for the Wave.
So the McMahon defense needs to do what they did on the last series. They need a stand here as Darien is driving. And the officials looking to take some time off the clock here. So 6:47, play resumes. Here's Hancock. Give it to Kirby. Left side, and he picks up a couple.
Kirby on the carry.
He's going to be short of the first down.
Close to a first down.
It's going to be close.
Timeout for a measurement.
So the officials will measure, and it is close to a first down.
6:26 remaining in half number 1.
Coach, if it's not a first down, do you go for it here on 4th?
No question about it, and I'm sure the Wave will. And given the strength of Lucas and Kirby showing, a little play action pass here could be devastating. I think Darien has the athletes, even against the likely man coverage, to probably take advantage, but it looks like they're going to have a first down.
And as you can see, it is a first down. Great work by our DAF media production crew there on that. Jack Roberson, our director.
Just outside the 15-yard line. First and 10.
So a fresh set of downs here for Darien. And we've got a flag here. Got some movement, Coach. Yep.
A little jumping of the gun there from the
Offsides.
defense, encroachment, I think, and
Yep.
Waves will have a 1st and 5.
And here's Darien. Hancock to
And-
throw over the middle. And it's complete to Peter Bradle. So Bradle with a nice catch.
Pass complete to Brady.
That's the play action we're talking about. When you can run the ball like the Wave can, they've got to respect that. That's going to open up some opportunities for some of the great wideouts that they've got. And all the credit to that offensive line that makes it all work.
1st and 5. The fake to Kirby. Hancock back of the end zone and overthrows the outstretched arm of Tyler Herget in the corner of the end zone. Great work by our camera crew up top. Here we go. Hancock throws into the end zone, and that is a touchdown to Tyler Herget. 5-yard touchdown strike. Hancock to Herget.
That is the definition of wide open.
And look at this. Great job here by our instant replay operator, Ted Brennan. Hancock, Herget, pretty play.
And a great look at that offensive line, giving the quarterback
Absolutely.
all the time he needs to make good choices. The wave is in the end zone again.
What'd you think of our instant replay there, Coach? You
I
haven't
was
been on
very
one of our
impressed.
broadcasts yet.
I was very impressed.
So the extra point is good, and it is 21-0. Darien, 5:20 remaining in the half. We are live here, Coach, Casa Grande Field. Good crowd, second week of the season.
It's a beautiful Friday night for a football game, that's for sure.
Certainly is. The weather is perfect, no rain. It was overcast all day. But when you look at what's going down in the Carolinas right now with the hurricane, we will certainly take this. Wish everybody well down there.
I'm sure there was more than one or two Friday night football games canceled down there.
Well,
hopefully they'll be back in short order.
As you know, a number of college games. So the college athletic directors for some of the southern schools earned their paycheck the last 72 hours as they've had to reschedule. And the kick is away.
Right to the goal line, in the end zone. Touchback.
So the ball will come out to the 20-yard line as the Brien McMahon offense back onto the field. You know, a lot of synergy between these two programs. A lot of coaches have coached at McMahon, have coached at Darien. Of course, Darien head coach Rob Trifone won a state championship here at Brien McMahon years ago. Former Senators head coach A.J. Albano was an assistant for Coach Trifone at Darien. And, of course, Joe Santalucia was the head coach here at Brien McMahon and is now an assistant for Darien.
He's taken over that offensive coordinator for the passing game position that's so important in Darien, and that Mitch Ross handled before him, and Coach has done a great job.
There's Coach Trifone with a big smile on his face, and he should be feeling good right now. His team up 3 touchdowns.
Coach is Grand, his secondary coach there on the left, who has been with him for a number of years during this nice run. Coaches the secondary, does a good job.
And, of course, you mentioned Mitch Ross, now the head coach at Fairfield Ludlow High School. Brien McMahon keeps it on the ground, and about 3 Darien tacklers in on that play as they wrap up. Michael McCary, Coach Q, Jeff Kuroga, said that McCary would be a big part of the festivities tonight. He certainly has been.
Wish him all the luck in the world here in his first year, trying to build the culture, build the program, recruit some fresh blood into the program, and hopefully they'll see the benefits of that.
Darien, McMahon keeps it on the ground, and a big pickup here. Jermaine Daniel, the fullback, and that is a name we have not heard this evening, but Coach Q told me watch out for him, and the big fella rumbles and takes it out to the 33-yard line.
Arguably the best play of the night.
Big play for Brien McMahon. So a fresh set of downs for the Senators. 1st and 10 ball on the 33, under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Coulter back to pass, and he is going to be brought down at the 25-yard line.
Little confusion there from the Darien defense, but boy, once the ball was snapped, they reacted beautifully.
As we take another look, great job, guys, on this. Ben Wilson bringing us that shot right there. And
is that Alex Von Jenna?
It is Alex Von Jenna, the senior outside linebacker. 6 foot, 182 pounds on the tackle.
Another one of those terrific athletes out there for the Wave.
So Brien McMahon goes to the ground, and they pick up a couple. And that was Brian Ellers. Ellers has seen his fair share of work this evening. Next week, big game for Darien at St. Joe's in Trumbull, Saturday afternoon, and it doesn't get any better than that.
McMahon tries to screen, but Darien smelled it out.
They certainly did. Connor Fay, or John Lochtefeld, I should say, in on the stop there for Darien. The Brien McMahon marching band coming up at halftime, and do a great job with the band here at Brien McMahon High School. So Khalid Sherrill back to punt for Brien McMahon, gets it off, and it is fielded by Herget at around the 37, brings it across the 45, so about a 6-yard return for Tyler Herget. Tyler Herget, who's been busy tonight.
Always. That was a great job by the McMahon special team. Darien brought a lot of heat. They protected their punter and still covered very well on that. Nice job by the Senators.
Around the 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
So here comes Darien's offense. Cooper Hancock out of the shotgun, looking far side of the field, complete across the 45, and a nice pass catch, Hancock to TJ Cornacchia.
Using that sideline to control the clock coming down the stretch.
Minute 17 before the end of the first half. Here's Hancock passing to the near side of the field, and a catch by Will Rolap before he is tossed out of bounds.
10, Darien.
First down, Darien, Hancock to the air, and he had a wide open Will Kohler. And he just overthrew him. That's one Cooper Hancock would like to have back, no doubt.
No doubt about it. Sometimes they're so wide open, it's tougher to complete the pass than when you're trying to thread it in there. Will Kohler. Another one of those weapons Darien has on the outside. But there was definitely some miscommunication in the secondary of McMahon at that point for him to be that wide open.
Trip receivers out to the left, 2 out to the right. Here's Hancock, steps up into the pocket, throws downfield, nearly hauled in by Will Rolap, but it's incomplete. Just couldn't quite hold on to it. Needed some more stickum on those gloves.
Exactly. He must have the tuna gloves instead of the shark gloves.
Here's Hancock. Across the middle, pass is complete to Peter Bradel. Bradel with a big catch there. First and 10 for Darien. Hancock, far side of the field, out of bounds. The intended receiver was T.J. Kornacki, the senior. Late first half, 21-0 Darien. Now we've got a whistle, and that will be a timeout. Brien McMahon, as Coach Q comes out onto the field to talk to his defensive unit. Jeff Caroga. Jeff Caroga, a product of North Haven. As you can see, just a beautiful night here at Jack Casagrande Field on the campus of Brien McMahon High School.
This is another one of those opportunities in a game with a new coach and a young program. They may have their hands full with Darien tonight, but if they can get a stop here and go in at halftime, they can build on little moments like this.
Jeff Caroga, I mentioned product of North Haven. Played high school football there at North Haven.
The man's got to find a way to make sure tackles, keep kids in bound, and use that clock as their friend.
Here's Hancock. Short pass over the middle to Rolap. It's complete. He is quickly brought down at around the 16-yard line. And Will Rolap with another reception. I want to thank Norwalk's own Doug Peoples for bringing us some nice ice-cold water. Doug's nephew, Evan Kelly, was a tremendous basketball player at Norwalk High School, went on to play collegiately at Sacred Heart University, has played some pro ball.
You mentioned earlier that state championship McMahon team that Coach Trifone coached here. Had a pretty fair player in Idris Price with him at that time.
No doubt about it. Idris Price, now a coach at St. Luke's in New Canaan. Coach Noel Thomas, who starred at UConn, the big receiver. Thomas's father, the head coach at St. Luke's. So here we go, back to live action here. 21-0 Darien, 3rd and 7. Here's Hancock. And
pass is deflected.
Pass is deflected.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up a 4th down. So they're going to attempt a field goal here.
Darien will attempt a field goal.
Pretty long field goal here, Coach. It is about 26-yarder. Here's Kirby. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's no good.
It certainly had the yardage. The strength in the foot was there, and that was a beautiful snap and hold. Almost 3 for the Wave.
So 30 seconds remaining in the first half, 21-0. Darien over Brien McMahon as the Brien McMahon marching band will play at half. Hopefully we'll listen into that a little bit. And the ball across the 25-yard line. We are actually going to go down on our stream at the half to kind of make some fine-tune adjustments on the technical side of things. But we will have second half action for you here from Casa Grande Field. And that will just about do it for the first half. Darien with a 21-0 lead. Impressive first half for the Blue Wave on the road for the first time this season. We will take a quick break and we will be back on the DAF Media Network. We are back live here on the DAF Media Network. Damian Andrew, Tom O'Donnell joining you. Thanks for joining us. About ready to start the second half here. Darien, Brien McMahon, 21-0 Blue Wave. Darien, if you remember, won the opening coin toss, and they deferred to the second half, so they will get the ball here to start the second half. The kick is away, and it's brought to about the 30-yard line.
Another pretty good job by the McMahon special teams crew.
Andrew Lucas on the return. Andrew Lucas had a big first half. (21-0) Darien. Here's Cooper Hancock, complete at around the 40-yard line, and that was Will Rolap as he is pushed out of bounds.
First play of the second half looks like the exact play they ran first play of the game when they got the ball in the first quarter. It's still there.
So that'll bring up second and short, 2nd and 1, as you said, Coach. Thanks to everybody for staying patient out there. Had some technical issues at the half. We've resolved them, and here we go. Second half action. Hancock escapes pressure, and then he is able to find Cornacchia, who tiptoes along the sidelines.
Great job by both guys, quarterback and receiver. Under pressure, come up with a big play.
And a nice catch. Great job by our instant replay operator, Jack Roberson. Flag on the play, though. It's going to be a hold against Darien, so that will negate the big pass play.
There was some real good pressure from McMahon there, and Cooper did well to escape it, but apparently he had a little more help than he was entitled to.
Hancock out of the shotgun.
Middle screen.
Dumps it off to Will Rolap, who has plenty of room to run, and he is finally brought down just shy of the 50-yard line at around the 47-yard line.
Good call by the Darien Blue Wave staff there. McMahon was putting some pressure in the backfield on the quarterback, and the screen should help to slow that down a little bit.
They keep it on the ground. They give it to Lucas. We got another flag on the play. And it's going to be holding against Darien.
Somebody out there can't keep his yellow handkerchief in his pocket.
So the penalty bug here biting Darien early in the second half. Blue Wave up by 3 touchdowns, 21-0. Just underway here in the second half. Casa Grande Field. Beautiful facility here at Brien McMahon High School.
First and 17.
First down, 17. And Hancock puts it up, and it is caught on the far side of the field by Peter Bradle. Peter Bradle with a big catch on the far side of the field. Big hookup for the Blue Wave. Hancock to Bradle. Let's take a look at this, huh? Great work by our camera guys upstairs. Ben Olson, Jackson Leone. Wow. Nice job.
Great job by Peter there, who got turned around. Made a great play on the ball on the sideline route. First down for the Wave.
So the Wave on the move here in the second half. And they give it to Lucas, and he rumbles. Close to another Darien first down. Clock ticking away here in the third quarter. Ball will be spotted inside the 20-yard line on the 19. And it is, in fact, a first down. Here's Hancock. They give it to Lucas again.
Lucas again picks up about 5 or 6.
I think it actually says in playbook, Coach, Lucas left, Lucas right. And it's a heck of a call every time they make it. Right. It's never a bad call.
Yeah, Coach Trifone has really put his running backs to work in this game against Brien McMahon, both Kirby and Andrew Lucas. And again, Lucas gets the call, and he pushes forward for a couple.
Lucas again gains a couple.
And it has been Lucas all the time here on this drive. Big pass play, though. Hancock to Bradle, impressive.
No matter what the circumstances, the ability to make a big play in a big spot is a characteristic of a good team. It's a good sign for the Wave. But what a great thing it is for them to have two quality backs in Lucas and Kirby to keep them both fresh and keep the pressure on the defense all the way through the game.
Lucas was able to get valuable minutes last year, spelling Mitch Pryor. And this time it's Kirby.
Kirby on the carry. Picks up a Darien first down. Inside the 10, it'll be first to go.
First down. And they give it to Lucas, and this time the Brien McMahon defensive front was up for the challenge. The ball popped out, but the play was already called dead. And that'll bring up second down for Darien.
Let's see if the Wave coaching staff goes to a little play action to take advantage of the fact that they're keying on Andrew.
Here's Hancock, and it is batted down at the line of scrimmage. And I believe Khalid Sherald, number 10, got his hands up to knock that one down.
Khalid Sherald knocking it down.
Khalid Sherald has played well for Brien McMahon.
Good morning, you guys pull.
We're going to have that 50-50 raffle ticket. So get your tickets ready. We'll draw that very soon. Get your tickets ready. Third and goal.
Third and goal. Here's Hancock, rolls right. Throws it into the end zone, and that is a Blue Wave touchdown. So a Blue Wave touchdown, and I believe that's Herget. And if it is, Tyler Herget's second touchdown catch of the afternoon. How about this? Great job here, guys. Herget. And
he ran a little stick route from the outside. They ran the number 2 receiver behind him, and a little confusion in the coverage. Touchdown Wave.
He was double covered on that, and Hancock did a nice job threading the needle there.
You put it where only his guy could get it. That's what the good quarterbacks do.
So it is 27-0 right now, Darien. And the Blue Wave will attempt the point after here. Will Kirby, the left-footed kicker. He handles the field goals and PATs. It is up, and it is good. So 7:32 remaining in the third quarter. It is 28-0 Darien. in control of this game against Brien McMahon, second week of the season.
And at one point in that drive, they had a 1st and 17, but they got it done. Nice job, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a, like you said, a very constructive drive, and they ran some clock as well. Damian Andrew, Tom O'Donnell joining you on the DAF Media Network. Thanks for joining us. This has been all Blue Wave in the white jerseys. And McCary returns the kick past the 30-yard line. So Mike McCary with a nice return. Senators offense comes back out onto the field.
Placed at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Senators. 7:24 in the quarter.
Well, if you're Coach Q, Brien McMahon's head coach, you'd like to get something positive on one of these drives to take away from this game.
Exactly. Little baby steps, again, new program, new coach. You're looking for those moments that can make you believe that you have something to look forward to. It usually takes 2 or 3 years to build the culture and attract some new people and build a roster. And if they could get a touchdown tonight against the Wave, that'd be a good accomplishment.
And they give it to Zoe.
Zoe up the middle. Gain about 4.
Ty Zoe with the carry, picks up about 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down, 4.
Gain about 5, bring up 2nd and 5. For the Senators.
Ball is marked on the 42-yard line, Coach. So a nice 5-yard pickup by Zoe. Zoe, the lone back, and they keep it on the ground. McCary on the carry, and he doesn't get much on that. Tried to go left side, and the Darien defense was there to meet him.
The front is doing a little better job tonight of getting off the blocks and making plays. I'm sure that's going to make the defensive coaching staff very happy.
Coulter gives it to Zoe, and he rumbles forward for the 1st down. Actually, it's Jermaine Daniel. Jermaine Daniel on the carry, the big fullback.
Great effort there.
And as I mentioned in the first half, Coach Caraga had a lot of good things to say about Jerome Daniel, his fullback, and you can see why. Just a junior, 5'11", 240. He is a load to bring down.
He might get the nickname Freight Train before it's all over in the next year or so. Looked really good on that run.
And they give it to McCary, and he gets it almost to the 50-yard line. He does. Actually, that was Ellers, Brian Ellers.
McMahon's got a nice little drive going here. Let's see if they can sustain it.
they keep it on the ground again. So a sustained drive here, Coach, in the second half for Brien McMahon.
Daniel on the carry. Get him a couple. Third and short for McMahon.
Third down for the Senators. And a big play in the backfield by Sam Wilson, the junior.
You're going to hear that name a lot over the next couple of years.
As we take another look here, Coulter calls his own number, and number 9, Wilson, is right there on the tackle. Nice job by our production crew. Up top, our camera operators, Ben Olson.
That's a case,
Jackson Leone.
A classic case of the coaches outthinking themselves.
Yeah.
They need half a yard. They have 2 boys up there that are really just get in behind, get low, and go straight ahead and get it and keep that drive going. They I think they outfoxed themselves that time.
28-0 Darien. About 3 minutes left in the third quarter. The fair catch on the punt by Tyler Herget, and Darien's offense will take over on the 20-yard line.
Down it there, and the wave will take over. First and 10, 3 minutes remaining, quarter number 3.
And that'll do it. No, we got 3 minutes left. So first and 10 for Darien on the 20-yard line. Damian Andrew, Coach Tom O'Donnell joining you. And here we go. Hancock will operate again out of the shotgun. Looks right.
Looks like Peter Graham's in the game.
And Peter Graham is in the game. Yes, he is. That's my bad. Peter Graham is in the game. The junior quarterback.
Darien's lucky to have a pretty darn good 1-2 punch. Both of the quarterbacks are capable players with different skill sets,
yep.
And they complement each other well, and hopefully they'll both have a great season for the Wave.
Here's Graham, gets it to Kirby. Kirby gets it to about the 29-yard line. Yeah, it was a quarterback competition in camp between Cooper Hancock and Peter Graham. Hancock wins the job, but we will see plenty of Peter Graham this season, and that's good for the junior as gets invaluable experience. There's Graham, throws it out to Will Rolap. Nice out, pass catch, Graham to Rolap. Will Rolap, such a special athlete, right? Great basketball player. I said last week on the live stream in the opener against Ridgefield, he doesn't mind crossing half court and pulling up and taking that 3.
And he's more than capable of doing it well.
He can shoot it.
He's one of those athletes that just always makes it look easy, and it belies the fact that he's really worked hard. And he's an enormously coachable young man, just a great young man and a superb athlete. And he's made fans in multiple sports in this town happy for several years, and we'll be sorry to see him go this year, but certainly looking forward to everything he and the team will accomplish together this year and this last year.
That was Kirby on that last run. Here's Graham, right side of the field to Herget, and Tyler Herget picking up right where he left off a week ago against Ridgefield. Putting up some big numbers in this game, has a couple of touchdowns.
And Peter delivered that quick screen on a line drive, got it out there quickly so his receiver had time to see what was ahead of him and make a good play out of it.
And here's Kirby. He takes it across the 50-yard line into Brien McMahon territory. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The Blue Wave on the move here, Will Kirby. And they have done a nice job mixing the pass and the run on this drive. Here's Graham, lets it go, and nearly hauled in by teammate TJ Kornakia. And it was incomplete. Nice defensive effort that time as we take a look at this pass play. Graham downfield to Kornakia. Oh, great work, guys, and a nice defensive effort by Brien McMahon.
That's the go route. They've paired it with the out route that they've thrown successfully 3 times tonight. Tonight, they went deep with the last one and almost got it.
And here's Will Kirby. He gets loose, and he takes it across the 25-yard line. Will Kirby with a big run for Darien. Graham to Rolap, and Rolap nearly carries the defender into the end zone. He's brought down at about the 1-yard line. Will Rolap.
Simple little short hitch route that a great athlete turns into something more.
You would call those YAC yards, yards after the catch, right?
Exactly.
First and goal, Darien.
First down. Ball on the 1. Darien on the doorstep. Kirby gets the call. Graham singles touchdown, and it is a Blue Wave touchdown as Will Kirby takes it in from a yard out for the second time this game. You remember in the first half he went up and over. As we take another look at this, great work here by our DAF media production crew, and Kirby surges ahead for the score.
Nice job by the offensive line to get a forward push there. And good finish by Kirby. Great balance from the Wave offense tonight.
Kirby now attempting the extra point, and it is good. He has been perfect on PATs. And it is 35-0 Darien here at Jack Casagrande Field, week 2 of the high school football season in Southwest Connecticut. FCIAC matchup here. Again, I mentioned our DAF media production crew. Can't mention them enough. Jack Roberson in the booth here, directing, doing some instant replay in the second half. Ted Brennan, Teddy Ballgame as we like to call him, directing in the second half. And up top on our cameras, Jackson Leone and Ben Olson. Leone and Olson. So Andrew Donovan will kick off here for Darien. Stanley Bullock, Mike McCary, and Tyzo back to receive. And it's Bullock, fields it around the 17-yard line across the 20 before he is wrapped up.
Ball is brought out to around the 22-yard line. So McMahon will take over first and 10. Stanley Bullock on the return.
9.2 seconds remaining here.
I think we had John Henry Sloneski there. Did a nice job of containing the run, breaking down, making the play, and getting help from some teammates.
Six seconds remaining, 35-0. Darien and Brien McMahon on first down. They give it to the big fella.
Zoe,
Ty Zoe. on the carry. And that will do it for the third quarter. We're going to go to the fourth quarter. Darien up 35 to nothing. We'll be right back. We are back live on the DAF Media Network. About to start the fourth quarter. Darien up 35 to nothing. Damian Andrew alongside Tom O'Donnell. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Brien McMahon. Coulter looks to pass. Pass is complete at the 30-yard line. Patrick Coulter, the junior quarterback, he throws a nice ball.
If he has time, that's the big thing.
Big thing, yeah, good point. Yep. But he can spin it.
Good solid tackle there by Bruce Ferguson. 101 out there.
Tough tackle to make when it's one-on-one in the open field. And Bruce Ferguson doing a nice job. The senior defensive back. And wrapped up near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of two. Ball will be marked at the 35-yard line. Second and 7 for Brien McMahon. The pitch cut back as Danye Shavers picks up a first down.
Nice job accelerating through that hole. He almost made it.
Actually, he's going to be just short of the first down, isn't he? Nice cutback there. Quick move by Shavers.
Might have been one shoestring away there from breaking one.
Yeah. So it will be third down and about 2 yards to go for the first down. Big play here for Brien McMahon as they try to get something going against the Blue Wave defense. Coulter under center. And they give it to the big fella up the middle, and he rumbles for the first down. Jermaine Daniel running hard, and he picks up the first down across midfield into Blue Wave territory.
Can't wrestle with a back like that up high. Someone's got to take those legs out.
Under 9 minutes remaining in the game, 35 to nothing. Blue Wave in front here. Week 2 of the high school football season. Here's Coulter. Looks right, incomplete. And the pass was intended for Troy Bardos, number 5. and just couldn't quite come up with it. Bruce Ferguson right there. Pass was a little high, goes through the hands of Bartos. Ball is on the 45-yard line after that big run by Jermaine Daniel. 2nd down and 10. Daniel. And he rumbles across the 40-yard line. So the big fullback getting some work here in the second half. And as I told you in the first half, Coach Q said that he would. He goes, look out for the big fella.
He was right, and he's getting some good effort from the kids up there in front of him, who are sustaining their blocks and staying with it and giving it what they have.
Brien McMahon has a number of talented juniors on this team. Jermaine Daniel is one of them. He's still in the backfield, along with McCary, and they give it to McCary. And he is brought down quickly.
Been waiting all night for that counter play, but couldn't quite spring it. Good job by the middle of that Wave defense to stay home.
Coulter rolls left, and he is going to be met by John Henry Slaneski.
Otherwise known as JH around the program.
You know, I saw him play some house basketball last year. Pretty good baller, too.
Oh, yeah. Good athlete. Great kid.
So JH with a big tackle as Coulter dropped for a loss. So Darien takes over on downs. Peter Graham comes back out.
48-yard line, where Darien will take over 1st and 10.
So it's 1st and 10, Darien. Ball spotted at the McMahon 48. Peter Graham going to work out of the shotgun. 2 receivers wide right, 2 receivers wide left. Kirby gets the call. He takes it and picks up maybe a yard. We've got high school varsity field hockey tomorrow morning on the DAF Media Network. 11 o'clock live from Stadium Field on the campus of Darien High School. And Graham gives it to Kirby. Kirby met at the line, and he is brought down by Khalid Sherald.
Got a couple of new guys in on the offensive line for the Wave, getting a chance to show what they can do. Will Bothwell and Sidney Weibel in there. Got Ryan Sullivan in there. See if they can pop one here for the backfield.
Two receivers out right, 2 split out left. Here's Graham, shotgun, looking downfield, lets it go, and he just overthrows Charlie Silsby, number 31. Silsby, just a sophomore, defensive back, getting a chance to play wide out here. And
got bumped a little early in the route.
Yep.
Threw off the timing with Peter, and ball got overthrown a little bit.
I was actually told I couldn't work this week, and then the thing I had got pushed back, and I called him last minute. I was like, hey, I'm actually...
So the clock running down here in the fourth quarter. This has been all Blue Wave. Darien up 5 touchdowns, and they will punt it away here. Donovan. And this ball, fair catch. And the ball on the ground, it'll be down to the 26-yard line by Connor O'Malley.
There's a name you're going to hear over the next few years.
We've heard the O'Malley name over the last few years.
Going all the way back, I remember I came in 1980, and very soon thereafter there was a player, Tom O'Malley, who went to Florida State and played from Darien High School. Was a terrific player.
Well, I'll never forget Sean O'Malley, sophomore year, game-winning walk-off hit in the FCIAC championship game. Darien and head coach Mike Scott win.
I believe Tom is his uncle.
Yeah.
Some good genes in that family, though, that's for sure.
And McMahon.
Oh, stripped.
Ball is stripped away. That's going to be Darien ball.
Absolutely.
As Sam Wilson makes a really athletic play here. Let's take another look at this. Great job. He strips the ball away from the carry. And how about that? It'll be Darien ball. Great work by our production crew on that one. Under a minute remaining, 1st and 10. Darien, they'll just keep it on the ground. Callum McNear, the sophomore.
Another big back.
And this is an opportunity for some of these Darien underclassmen to get valuable minutes at the varsity level.
And there's some good young players in the program. Future is bright for the Wave.
So Darien takes a knee, and that will do it as the clock ticks away. The Blue Wave go to 2-0. Brien McMahon falls to 0-2. An impressive effort here by Darien. A lot of these players know each other. They do a lot of off-season weightlifting together and see each other at camps, and they will shake hands at midfield, which is, of course, customary, and Darien wins 35-0. And, Coach, your thoughts on this one? I mean, it was pretty much Darien from the word go. They scored on that opening drive and played well.
I think that you take away from this game on the positive side that the team has 2 quarterbacks that they can have a lot of trust and respect in. You've got 2 running backs that can really wear down an opposition. You've got great run-pass balance. But the thing I think that is often overlooked in all of this great run in Darien is Coach Forze's defense. And the Blue Wave defense, if you're going to win championships sooner or later when good teams play each other, somebody's got to stop somebody. So hats off to Coach Forget and the guys on the defensive side, the coaching staff, for another great job and another shutout.
Couple of touchdowns for Will Kirby tonight. Both 1-yard touchdown runs. Tyler Herget, a couple of touchdowns. And Andrew Lucas, he led off the scoring with a big pass catch from Cooper Hancock down the sideline into the end zone, and that's what got Darien rolling here.
But the coaching staff will go home and they'll talk about the failure to convert some of those short yardage situations, missing some open pass receivers. There's work to be done.
Always things to work on, right?
Always.
Coach O'Donnell, it's been a pleasure, as always. And again, want to give a shout out to our entire DAF media production crew who did just an unbelievable job bringing you all the sights and sounds of this one. Jack Roberson, our director, Ted Brennan, our instant replay operator, and our camera operators were Ben Olson and Jackson Leone. For Tom O'Donnell, the coach, I am Damian Andrew. Darien wins 35-0. This has been a production of the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Have a great night, everybody.